guys, and welcome back to another video here with Crafty Mama. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. What I'm going to do today is I am going to try to do a Silhouette Cameo Pro project. I have an order for 10 shirts that I'm going to be using vinyl for, and with the Cameo Pro, you do not have to use a mat. So I can just load my 12-inch wide vinyl into the cutter, and it should be able to give me a continuous cut without me having to cut a piece off, load it onto my mat, my 12x24 mat, take it off, load it again. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do today. The vinyl that I have, I got from Atlanta Vinyl. It's a 12-inch wide vinyl roll, so that's why my the width of my area right here is 12 inches. Now I think it's like 5 yards long. So I just put 64-inch height so that I can fit all 10 of the SVG files that I need. Okay. So I do have the letters here. I have all 10 of them. I measured out my shirts, and then I have 2 smalls, which is what these S's mean, 2 mediums. So I put the size of the shirt next to the size of the SVG, so I know, because it's going to be one continuous cut, I want to make sure that I put the right size on the right shirt, but I put it far enough off to the side to where I can just cut this letter off before I press it. But I know that this file is going to go in a small shirt, this one's going to go in a medium shirt, large, extra large. But like I said, before I press it, I'll just cut these letters off. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and I am going to get my my vinyl loaded. I'll probably show you guys how I load it into the Silhouette, but I just wanted to come on here and show you how my how my Silhouette Studio looked, and I did upgrade to the business edition, but I just wanted to come on here and show you how my Silhouette Studio looked before I went to the cutter to cut. So we're gonna go over to the Silhouette machine and I will meet you guys there. Okay guys, so I'm back here. I did end up having to move my Cameo over to my other table next to my computer because I could not get my Bluetooth to hook up for whatever reason. But I am now going to load. This is my vinyl here. I just like I said, I got this from Atlanta Vinyl. I think it's maybe 5 yards. I'm not exactly sure the size, but like my primary colors that I always use is black, white, red, and maybe a green, but I always buy these in the super big rolls like this, just because I always use those colors the most. So I got this from Atlanta Vinyl. It's one big roll, and what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna use a mat or anything, and I'm gonna cut all 10 at the same time. So to load the smaller vinyl, there's a little lever right here for this bar. To load it, this little bar has to be facing upwards like that, so the bar can be tight. This white piece right here has to be lined up with the arrows for wherever you're going to place your roll. So this is only 12 inches wide, so it's going to go right here. And just like you would load, like if I was putting this on a mat, it would be shiny side down. Because this is HTV, the shiny side is going to go down. So that's how we're going to load it. We're going to load it like this. This is the shiny side, so we're going to load it upside down like this, shiny side down. And there's 2 smaller white pieces right here. You want to line that up with the arrow, and then this one, you're gonna push it back as far as it goes. That's just gonna help keep the pressure of your vinyl when it's cutting, since you're not using a mat. There's 2 lines here 2 arrows and 2 lines here. You're gonna line up the edge of your vinyl with the edge of this line here. Okay. And there's a sensor right here as well. What you're gonna do, because the Cameo Pro, because it is so big, you're gonna press the load button, which over here it's the arrow that's facing up. You're gonna push it and it's gonna give you something like 3 to 5 seconds to load the material. Because this is so big, it gives you a couple extra seconds to load it. So I'm gonna press the load button, and then I'm gonna put my vinyl in and wait for it to catch it. Okay, so it didn't catch it. Let me try it again. I'm gonna load it. And there it goes. So the Silhouette just it read the sensor picked up the vinyl and it caught it and it pulled it through. Now I'm gonna go over here to my computer and I'm going to send it. And it's going to start cutting. So as it gets down further and further, it's just going to automatically unroll my vinyl and it's going to go down the back. So I do have my table pulled out a little bit so it can go down behind the Silhouette. I'm sorry, behind the table. But as it cuts lower and lower, it's just going to unroll my vinyl, because my vinyl's, I don't know if you can see it, but it's unrolling already. Okay, so I don't have to use a mat. So I have 10 files it has to cut, so this might take a little bit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let it finish, and I'll come back when it's done. So real quick, I just wanted to show you how the vinyl has to go. This has already been cut. I don't know if you can see it. It's been cut. It's gotta hang off the back of the table like that. Otherwise, it'll start to bunch up right here. And this will get all crooked and janky. So if you have it on a table like I do, then you have to make sure you pull the table out from the wall and you let the vinyl go down the back of it. Okay guys, so I'm back and I do have all of the vinyl cut. I did cut it in the middle. Before recording, I forgot. I was about to start weeding and totally forgot to come back and show you guys what I cut. So this is the cut vinyl. And I cut this entire piece. It's 48 inches long. So I cut a piece of vinyl 48 inches long for 10 shirts at the same time, without having to cut a 12 piece off, put it in my Cricut on my mat, and then when that piece is done, take it off, load another piece up, and then I would have 2 separate pieces. So I put this in the cutter and I let it go and I did something else until it was done. It took maybe 5 to 7 minutes, something like that, for it to cut the whole thing. But it cut out in one piece. I didn't have to stand next to it, didn't have to watch it, didn't have to unload it and reload it, didn't have to do anything. So when people ask what are the benefits of having that type of cutter, if you do large orders, like 5+ shirts, I'm telling you, this is going to be a lifesaver for you. I definitely love it. All I have to do now is cut them up and weed them and put them on my shirts. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or projects you want me to do with this Cameo Pro, definitely drop the comments down below. I gotta figure out how to connect my Bluetooth. I don't know why I couldn't get it to connect, but anyways, that's all for today's video. It was just a quick little showing you how to cut one long piece of vinyl. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.